today is, what was it? Oh, what does it mean to have a time? So I guess this new generation is like,
we had a time last night. We had a time last night.
So, I guess I'll go first. My opinion is the way they saying it is like they got drunk. Like they got F down or F up. So, for me, I feel like if you had a time, if from that standpoint, that means you was too drunk, you was sloppy, and you couldn't remember where you parked your car. But I think at this big age, I want to have a time and be sober.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I want to remember the time I had.
My time is a little different. My time is going to start with some shots. Shoot me up. I want to shoot you up. Shot it.
Not literally.
Shots. Shots. I want some puffs. I want to be floating on my shot.
She's 420 friendly.
Very much so. And a time for me is like, you know, mine is some good sex. So,
oh gosh,
I'm sorry. It
no,
is
it
what
is.
it is. Like, I have to be very honest. Like, I want to have like some really good sex, but not the drunk sloppy sex.
That's why I'm saying
like
be
you so
sober.
heavy and that you just like don't enjoy it. But I'm talking about like the good stuff
that you can remember tomorrow.
A time. Yeah, I remember all my sex. But
do you?
Yeah, I do.
Everyone.
What's needed to be remembered, I should say. What's needed to be remembered? So I do remember.
How do you know if it's needed to be remembered?
Because when I think about it, my clit jumps. That means that I needed to remember it.
True.
If I think if it don't pop back up, it wasn't like a thing. My brain.
Yeah, it has to replay and still give you satisfaction.
Even when it's not happening.
Right. Like just walking in a supermarket, you turn the aisle and it's like you see the milk.
And you thought you had them little vibrating pins on?
That part.
And you didn't.
Or you could have.
So, when was the last time you had a time?
Oh gosh. 2 actually. It was like 2 weekends. So in the Poconos.
Oh.
That was a time.
Oh.
At 9 p.m. and then what, at 4 a.m.?
It was a time.
We had a good time.
At 9. That's what we kept saying. It was a time at 9. Yes.
And then we had to replay it at like 4 a.m. That was a good time.
I'm telling you.
And then
it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like not like dangerous in a bad way, but it's like to have the times
that we have.
I've never had these times before.
Right.
And no discredit.
Frequently.
Like, right. No discredit to anyone. But it's just like a different type of thing when it's energy based. I think that's like
a thing.
A real thing. Like I've never been like so excited from kisses.
Right.
Like to be able to like kiss and just
it's intimacy.
That drip. I got a new drip. I got a new drip. Leaky faucet. Real shit. So it's like a
new drip.
That's
so
new drip. Leaky faucet.
Yo, we gotta get t-shirts.
Okay.
New drip. Leaky faucet.
Leaky faucet.
That's a thing.
And it's a thing like this now. You saw that in my neck?
Yeah.
That was my brain remembered a time.
And then
like
last Sunday when we came from New York. It was a time when like so many different
now,
levels.
Okay. So from the Poconos in New York, those were 2
different times.
Way different, like in the dynamic.
Poconos was a time.
Vibe, drinking, pool,
yeah,
hotel, resort, whatever.
After New York, it was an emotional release with a time connected.
I have.
I just went back to the time.
My heart.
Cut your pearls.
So I've been talking about my heart a lot lately, and my heart has just been in such a place. And all right, so let me talk about New York. It's kind of going off subject, just a smidge, but so I feel like for a very long time I have been an icebox, like real cool when it comes to like coming to talking about feelings and emotions and all that type of stuff. So it's a lot of things that I joke with sometimes that I'm unsure about that can be offensive to her. And I made an offensive joking statement, which kind of turned into a thing because, you know, one thing about it, I pop, she gonna pop right back. So she came back real quick and I got offended with the clapback. And
ooh, offended with the clapback. I gotta start writing these down.
I got offended with the clapback.
That's a good one.
I did. And I had to think about, well, why am I upset with what she said? And had I not said what I said, she would have never said what she said in the first place. So in there, it was like processing time, accountability, and just learning like certain things you shouldn't play with, like I said. So, should I say what it was?
No, because that's a
Okay.
whole nother topic in itself. That's like a real series.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
So we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
But in that, after all of that,
So much emotions.
it was crazy. So I am the type of person. So we go to church. It's a thing. And I only cry at church because I'm so overwhelmed. Like the word,
With the information.
the information, the atmosphere, just how it just feels so safe and comfortable. All those things. And then I cry when I'm angry. When I hurt you. I cried, and coming from an emotional place. And I don't remember the last time I've cried, not because somebody died or because somebody hurt my feelings, but I'm crying because I'm like, I said, I am so used to something being wrong,
Right.
and there's nothing wrong. And it was like I was being a shit starter. I was starting shit because I'm so used to it always being some shit. And that time was completely different from
Any other time.
yeah.
Because then even in the shit starting, I wasn't mean.
You weren't.
I was very understanding, caring, compassionate. Could have slapped her, but I didn't.
So it gets to a point where so we both got a real smart mouth.
I love smart, sarcastic as shit.
Real smart, real
Clapback.
and it's quick. It's real quick. But I have yet to get to a point where I'm like so disrespectful or just saying shit because I want to make you feel how I feel.
Yeah.
So I get quiet. Like I get really, really quiet because one thing for sure, two things for certain, you can't take words back. I
Right.
don't care if you say, "Oh, I didn't." No, that's exactly what you meant.
Because once you say it, once you let that out, you can't retract it.
Correct. So I just get quiet, and I'm just like, I remember saying like, "What is this? Is this bad energy? Like, what are we doing? Like, is this a thing?" He was like, "No, it's not. It's just."
Because it wasn't bad energy, it was just unsettling. Because normally we like, bubbly and
I'm like,
everything.
I'm knee rocking, finger tapping,
Yeah.
hitting the phone.
And everything.
And
But it was recognizable because I know what that looks like.
Right. But you didn't let me sit in it. Like you
Yeah.
still was trying to hold my hand,
Yeah.
calm my
Let
legs.
you see, I was I meant to tell you, girl, and then holding your hand, you never held my hand back. I had to squeeze it a little bit like, bitch, I know you feel this hand here.
I was trying,
But I wasn't offended by it because I knew you was going through your own. You had to sort it all through.
and I didn't hold your hand back, and you're absolutely correct. And I wanted to, but I couldn't because I'm like, what is this?
Why
I think
are you
I
holding
didn't-
your hand?
Right, like I didn't even. I don't think I asked you yet. Like what is this right now? And but it's weird because I'm so unlearning. I'm 36 years old, and there are so many things that I am unlearning, and I am so used to being upset about something it's like a toddler that's in a shitty diaper, and I sit in it, and nobody comes for me, or I have to get myself out of it or change my own ass because nobody cares. You can see that I'm upset. You can hear me sniffling.
Right. It's the sniffles for me. Like, if you hear me turn
like,
over
you hear me
sniffling,
and
you don't even touch a shoulder, you're done. You don't care.
So
where's the compassion?
What did I say to you? I said, do you feel like you're annoyed or irritated to the point like you don't want to be here? And you were like, no. Because I noticed a thing, like somebody can say, because I'm a runner, professional runner. So I know that that's a thing for me, whereas though if somebody's saying something I don't like or I don't really understand, I want to leave. And that's not always ideal. Like sometimes you need to just...
You can't work it out if you leave.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay. Yeah. So, just in like things like that.